Back to Fire Princess Reviews. I'm Fire Princess Lily here to talk to you about comics, cartoons, and other awesome nerd shit. So, it's been a while. It's been I think over a week since I last did a video, and I want to apologize for that. I'm just going through a lot internally about the channel, about YouTube as a website, about making videos at all. Just having a lot of self-doubt, and that's something that anybody but me can figure out. So, it's nothing to do with y'all. It's all on me. We're going to try to get back into our 2-week video schedule. We might slow down to 1 a week. Hopefully, that's not the case. So we're really going to try here. The goal is to eventually get to 1 video a day. That would be incredible and amazing, and I would love that. But, we'll see how that goes. Let's start with 2 videos a week, move to 3 videos a week, and just keep doing that until we have a whole week figured out. I don't know. It will be done. We'll get it done. So, what are we talking about? Well, in the last video, I told y'all that we were going to talk about this thing right here. Boom! You might not be able to see that. Yeah, there we go. It's in full picture quality. It's called Analog. It's from Image Comics. And it's interesting. Y'all might remember me talking about this comic in a previous video, actually a preview video talking about how this is coming out, how it sounds interesting, how I'm super interested in it, and maybe that's why I'm sort of feeling the sting of it not being as interesting as I had hoped. It's not a bad comic by any means. We're not talking Skyborn here. God, Skyborn was terrible. Awful. But it is not amazing. It's an average comic, and that's alright. Every now and then, we're going to have an average comic. They're not all, they're not all incredible. And sometimes I forget that because I think I have impeccable taste, and sometimes I don't. Anyway, let's talk about Analog. So what is Analog about? Analog is about Jack McGinnis. Jack McGinnis is a ledgerman. What is a ledgerman? A ledgerman is somebody who ferries or curries or somebody who takes secrets in an actual steel briefcase and transports them to somebody who is paid for those secrets. And, yep, that's it. So why don't they send these secrets through the internet? That's got to be secure. Well, the internet is dead. Well, it's not dead. The security of the internet is dead. Everything's out in the open, so anything you do on the internet can be seen. There's no more security on the internet. And that's one of the reasons that Jack is a ledgerman. He used to work for the government in internet security, but he actually caused the downfall of the security of the internet. He's the guy. He destroyed it. Why? We don't know yet. It's 3 issues in, and we have no idea why he did that, what his reasons were. He mentions that not doing it would have led to a much bleaker future. Like, the future, it's set in the near future. So, but apparently not destroying the security of the internet would have led to a super bleak timeline. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they'll explain. It'll be a great reveal, and it'll make the comics super duper 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 interesting. Right now it's only mildly so. So, Jack's not a great ledgerman by any means, but he gets his job done. And then he gets another job, because that's his life. Do a job, get a job. Do a job, get a job. And he's approached by the U.S. government, because of course he is. And their whole deal is, hey, we're not asking you, we're telling you that you're going to give us the secrets that you're taking to places, and we're going to copy them with our giant Xerox copy empire. Yeah, there's a ton of photocopiers in a warehouse. Why? I don't know. You think they could just get a small, little fleet of them? But no, it is wall-to-wall Xerox copy machines. I don't know either. It feels like that's just a waste of space. Moving on. Like, wouldn't digital cameras be, I don't know, better? But then everything's moved to paper, so maybe that wouldn't be better. But you just regular cameras. I don't know, those like Polaroids and make the instant picture. Yep, I would totally maybe use that. Seems better than a ton of fucking copy machines. Okay, I don't know why that bugs me, it just does. So, Jack's got to figure out how to undermine the government to get things back to the status quo, even though the status is not quo. And yeah, that's it. Like, that's the story. I don't have anything really to spoil on it. That's just, I guess, spoiler. He gets contacted by the government. And now they're shady under shit. The whole comic reads like the government is sneaky, don't trust the government. Kind of, I don't know what that voice was either. But that's what it is. It's like, don't trust the government, it's sneaking. Like, we know, okay? Like, you didn't have to make a whole comic about it. Anyway, let's talk about the good things about this comic. It's average. Average story. Average character. Some Nazis get beat up and killed. I enjoy that. I enjoy the entire medical... oh, that's great. That's awesome. I enjoy the entire medical scene that happens. Like, that's great. I really do like that. Where does this comic... okay in? It's okay in its art. The art isn't, like, blowing me out of the water. Anybody who tells me that, well, if you don't like it, do better. Well, look, okay, I'm not saying that I can do better. It's just, there's a certain level of, artistry that I'm like, oh, yeah, that was pretty great. Or, oh, man, that was amazing. And then there's just artistry that's not good. Well, I'm not even placing this in the not good section. There's just art that's, average. It's okay. Yeah, you're not knocking my socks off. But that's where Analog is. It's got okay art. It's easy to see, what's going on in each panel. It's very clear. Everything translates well in terms of action and the scene. So there's really nothing to complain about in the art. I guess my only complaint is that the artist really knows how to get that chiseled man jaw down. And that's because, okay. So you meet Jack's dad, right? You meet him, and he looks just like Jack. Like, you can say, well, they're related. Of course they look like, similar to... No. Okay? It's just Jack with blonde hair. That's it. His face doesn't look any more grizzled or older. No. Same face. Same face. Like, Bruce Timm drew this thing and just gave this guy blonde hair. No, Bruce Timm's awesome. I love Bruce Timm. I'm not bad-mouthing Bruce Timm. It's just sometimes he draws females and they look all the same with different hairstyles. And that's just kind of how McGinnis look. Same guy. Don't know why I'm talking quite like this. Something I picked up, I suppose. Where is this comic failing for me? The Xerox copy fleet thing, that's what that is. I don't much care for that. That's me nitpicking. I don't like the overall, I'm a skeptic tone. It's weird. There's an entire line in the comic where Jack's like, it's okay. I don't mind not being on the internet anymore. I'm glad it's dead. I'm a Gen Xer, and so I remember a time when we didn't have the internet just like all Gen Xers do. And so that's why the millennials, are still online, even though everybody can see what they do, because they don't know how to survive without it, but we do. We're the Gen Xers. Fucking stop. Okay? There are plenty of millennials who remember a time before the internet. Oh, Jesus. You're really trying way too hard. And maybe it's that Gen Xers read more comics than millennials. I don't know what the algorithms or the pie charts look like, or anything to say whether they do or don't. But it seems really pandery, I suppose. That superiority comics, no millennials. So I don't much care for that. Jack's an average character. I enjoy that he killed some Nazis. He's got that going for him. He doesn't stand by and let racist people do racist things. So, he's an okay character. So I do like the characters. I would just like to see more from the comic book. I am not sad in any way that I am purchasing this. I just was hoping for more. And that's my take on it. So, that's it. That's Analog. It's from Image. It's 3 issues out so far, with more coming. Pick it up. If any of that sounded interesting to you, if you're like, I'm a Gen Xer and I think millennials are dumb, I'm going to read a comic that makes fun of them, then fine. That's your thing. Go for it. I don't care. I kind of care a little bit. But, nobody should have that level of superiority complex just because you're a little older and you remember a time before we didn't have rotary phones. I don't care. Anyway, what are we going to talk about next time? Well, probably the previews again. That book just came out this one. There's a train. You can probably hear it. I don't care. Previous book just came out. Can't wait to take a look into it, see what else I'm getting in September. September, because we already talked about August. So, that's it. So until next time, I'm Fire Princess Silly. Love comics, love cartoons, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Why do I sound like Markiplier?